Ruben Zamora. I'm one of the board members, and along with Kim, or just kind of, along with Kim, I just want to welcome you here and thank you for coming. I have the honor of presenting introducing our first poet, and just off the card, I just want to say it's just a pleasure for me to do this because Marc is a good friend of mine. We've known each other for quite a while. And,
Speak up a little bit.
We've known each other for quite a while, and he's just a remarkable person, so it's an honor to be able to bring him up and introduce him and have him share his work with you. So I'll read off the card now. It is my very distinct and honored privilege to introduce our first reader, Marc Pinate. Marc hails from Phoenix and currently resides in Oakland. He is rumored to be scouting out the East Coast in search of another grad school. He is a newlywed and married to the lovely Milta Ortiz, who is also a writer and performance artist. Marc is a singer-songwriter. He has fronted the Latin spoken word ensemble Grito Serpentino. He is an actor, playwright, and director. He has most recently finished a month-long, plus 2 weeks, with Luis Alfaro's Oedipus El Rey. But what we've asked Marc here for tonight is his poetry. Marc is a member of the 1999 national champion Silicon Valley Poetry Slam team. He has been the performing arts and literary programming director for 2 Latino arts organizations, one of which is currently the Galeria de la Raza in the Mission. Check out their lunadas on the full moon of every month. Marc's poetry is scattered around the world and the nation. He's toured colleges and theaters all over the country. The old-fashioned way, the oral tradition. Though an outstanding writer, Marc's dynamics on the stage is unparalleled. His imagery and dynamic delivery are astounding. So without further ado, in Grand Slam style, my best Michael Buffer voice, I give to you Marc David Pinate!
That was a fabulous intro, Ruben. Appreciate it a lot. And I would really want to thank Kimberly for inviting me here and to be your first poet. I think it's a really super good cause, this poetry library. San Francisco is really the place for it. So I'm going to start with a piece called Spanglish, from my slam roots. Languishing in the anguish of Spanglish, my language lies lost and found, subsumed in the silence of simultaneous truths that abound in the sounds of street culture riffs and paradigm shifts, like Mexicans and East Indians calling each other my nigga, cause I guess they figure shit we all came from Africa originally. So perdóname por mi pocho pigeon speak if I freak my phrases with some cool sounding shit like Charlie Holmes. If I kick it up a contest, it's not too Charlie con cours, ese. Don't disgrace it, embrace it in BC. My language is just the symbols I use in place of divine design, double helix of ultimate truth that takes root at the center of our collective and individual existence. Luego, con mi lengua locked and loaded, I conjure palabra as pure as this humble human heart can stand or understand, I should say, because like the great brown scribe, José Antonio, que descansa en paz, who wrote his poema en 3 idiomas. Yo también tengo un poema written in 3 tongues of fire, English, Spanish, and Caló, which Montoya reminds, in case you didn't know, was the great-great-granddaddy of Spanglish, with such classic lines and forms as Ponte trucha, hay te guacho, and el pastel. See, my Spanglish is the satellite dish of linguistic lineages in the making, the taking of terms, the passing of sperms and germs between people of different origins, but the same destination. The revelation of the sacred source where the logos was born and torn was the fabric of the infinite one into the individual pieces of self, trapped in this prison of ego till we grow wise enough to understand the truth of non-truth, the work of non-work, the teaching of non-teaching, the meaning that when everything means nothing, then nothing means everything. Like the fact that everyone could sing if they tried, but most are afraid so they hide. Too scared to let go and flow, even though deep down inside, we all already know. And so, my poetry me habla a me from deep within my primordial memory, reminding me to see the trail of breadcrumbs left behind from so many lives before. And this is the thought that wakes me up at night. One word, just one word, over and over in my head. Remember, Marc, remember. Remember. All right, we're gonna go back to when I used to live in San Jose, when I was in my 20s, still a young man. This is a poem called Scent. It's about, like that movie Scent of a Woman came out, right? So it's kind of along those lines, right? It's just, girls always smell so good, except when they don't. All right. Yeah, all right. Between the tags and broken seats, between First and Market, I didn't think I'd find much there. Just a bus ride, nada más, cutting through the innards of the downtown city streets, counting santos to pass the time. San Salvador, San Carlos, San Fernando, but not really paying attention, because like I said, I wasn't looking for anything. El calor took the empty space beside me, wrapped his heavy brazos around me the way my grandfather used to, wrapped them around the entire bus so there wasn't a window big enough or cool enough to help any of us. She fanned herself with a magazine, sending her olor drifting over the back of her seat and onto my lap. It came slowly, like the way cholos walk down Santa Clara Street on Sundays, slowly up my arms and chest, past my neck, then washing itself over my face. That was when I noticed her and took a deep, deep breath. Chulita, sudadita, latina, más fina, nothing like the smell of Aquanet and sweat. Brings back memories of high school dances, quinceañeras, weddings, and barbecues with really fine second cousins you kind of wanted to get on but knew you couldn't. That's a different poem. In a bus ride in July, sometimes you find the strangest things.